Hello everybody, this is Nancy from the Summer Weekday Batch. I wanted to make a quick video in response to a problem that probably more than one of you have been having with your websites, but someone had told me they had a problem with this, and I think I know why the problem was being had. So let me go ahead and show you something real quick. I'm not even going to open UFT for this, because I just want to show you something. Okay, a lot of the websites that we choose to do our scripts on are very dynamic, and that means the information changes a lot. Today, this is a promo for gift cards up to 20% off. Tomorrow, it might be a promo for school supplies. This may be a different ad tomorrow. This may be a different ad tomorrow. All that stuff can change, and that can make it quite challenging to especially when you're doing a run and record, or record and run, or drag and drop, to get the right elements on your script. But there's another thing too. For instance, let's say you wrote a very nice script and everything works, and today you were searching for laptops, and you decided you wanted a Dell, and then you said you wanted a, let's say, a Latitude. And then you say you want to make sure it has 4 gigs of memory. And then you have 4,711 listings from which to choose. And so for the sake of your script, you want to go ahead and add more to your script. So you're going to say, I'm going to choose this Dell Latitude. Okay, so you're going to choose that one, and then you're going to end your script. You're done. You've created your script, and everything works until you get to this point, and then it doesn't find the Dell Latitude anymore. There are reasons for that. For instance, look at this one. This is an actual auction, and 3 minutes and 2 seconds from now, this listing will no longer exist. So if you chose this as the particular item to have inside your script, when you go tomorrow or 2 minutes and 30 seconds from now to run your script again to double check and make sure it works before you turn it in, it's going to error out at this point. So you say, well, you know what? I'm going to choose this one instead because this is a buy it now. It's not on auction, so the listing's not going to disappear. And goodness gracious, he sold 3,000 of them, so I'm sure he's got plenty of them. So instead of using this one, because there's only 2 minutes left, and then this thing's going to be gone and you're never going to find it again, let's choose this one. So you change your script and you say, yay, I've got something that's not going to go away. And then tomorrow you decide you're going to rerun that script just to make sure it works, and then boom, once again, the Dell laptop Latitude is gone and you can't find it again. And let me tell you why. Now, you can take this to the bank because I work in e-commerce. I own a business, and one of the things I do is sell on Amazon and eBay. And I have fought with them many times over the years to understand their algorithms. So they use a complex algorithm to figure out what is going to show up on this particular page. Now, if you look, I have 50 items on this page. If I come back tomorrow and I do a search for laptops and I choose the exact same thing, if I choose Dell and I choose Latitude and I choose 4 gigabytes, I might get 50 different computers from what you see here, because it's sorting by something called best match. And this algorithm includes things like my location, what I've searched for on other websites that it's captured, my other searches and preference, anything that they know about me, they will use to help tweak that algorithm, and therefore on a different day I might get different results. If I do a search from my house, I might get different results than if I do a search from the Vienna campus because it's 60 miles from my house. So that's why when you're working with a website like eBay, you have to be very careful when you're searching, because if you have something that has a ton of listings, the item that was on the front page today may not be the item that is on the front page tomorrow. Imagine that this particular laptop right now is on the first page. and you can find it, right? Your script's going to run perfectly. You can run that script 10 times a day, it's going to run perfectly. But for some reason, because of eBay's algorithm, tomorrow that particular laptop is now on the second page. Guess what? Your script isn't for the second page. Your script is for that first page, right? So it's not going to be able to find it because it's no longer where it is expected to be. That's not like a mistake that you made. It's just the reality of the sorting algorithms that they use in order to make this dynamic and keep fresh stuff in front of you. And these people, because they sell thousands of computers, they get promoted, whereas this guy who's just selling one computer, he's not going to be on that front page for very long. So what I would recommend to you is either I know it's a little late in the game for this particular homework, but I know there's still people who are still working on it. Either use a website whose information is not so dynamic and does not change so radically, or if you were going to do a search for something that's rare so that you're only maybe going to get one page of results. And if it's rare and it's expensive, or it's so ugly and stupid nobody's ever going to buy it, then it's much more likely to still be there 3 days from now. So we can do a search for ugly Christmas sweater. Don't laugh at me. Okay, so if I do ugly Christmas sweater, you still see here there are still thousands of them to choose. There's over 61,000 listings. And then I tell it I only want handmade, and then that's going to take me down to fewer, only 209. And then I'm going to say I only want something used, and then that's going to take me down to 148. And then I'm only going to want auction formats. Okay, so now I only have one page of results. I don't have to worry about the item that I'm searching for getting kicked over to page 2. Now I just have to worry about that auction being over, and then it's not going to be there if the auction expires. But you see what I mean? If you narrow it down so you only have a few items on that page, then you have less of a chance of that thing disappearing because it got demoted to page 2 or page 10. So bear that in mind anytime you're using a website where something sells or sells out, or where the sorting is done in a complex way. In other words, eBay and Amazon are going to be harder for you to use than a different website. Okay, that's just what I wanted to share with you. I have to go make some food now. So because I'm going to be gone for 2 days, so I have to go make sure everybody is fed. So I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Bye-bye.